Hey, let's do it. Let's do it. Check, check, check. One, two, three. Check. Check, 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 check. I'm not reading. I'm not seeing any levels. Check, 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 check. Okay.
Who have served and continue to serve with the play of our national anthem.
Good afternoon, everyone, and we would like to thank you, yes, the fans, for either joining us here on the broadcast or if you made it out to the gymnasium with us live. We are so thankful to have you because we are back, ladies and gentlemen, back at the Apprentice School Athletic Center after a long road trip. The Builders are back home. Good afternoon, everyone. Howard McCain, along with Dave Davenport, here to bring you live Builder basketball as it happens, as the Builders will take on the Cheyney University of Pennsylvania Wolves, led by their head coach, Terrell Stokes, and they will be taking on the Builders, their head coach, Evan Key, who's in his fourth season at the helm. Let's just hope, ladies and gentlemen, that home cooking is what the Builders are going to need for this afternoon's basketball game. As the Builders enter this evening's game coming off of a long road trip where they lost 4 games in a row. Their overall record right now sits at 2-3, 2-0 in conference play. So that is important. But what is more important is that the Builders get back to their winning ways. The last time they were on the court, they were taking on North Carolina Wesleyan, and they fell to that team by a score of 84-55. So Builders weren't as competitive as they wanted to be on the floor during that basketball game. But again, they welcome in the Wolves of Cheyney University of Pennsylvania. So let's get to know them just a little bit. Their head coach is Terrell Stokes. Terrell Stokes is in his second season at the helm of the Wolves, having come in after a season where the Wolves did not compete the previous season in his first season at the helm due to the pandemic. So we'll talk about it a little bit more as the broadcast goes on, the uniqueness of the team that is coming in this afternoon's game to take on the Builders here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. So again, so happy you could join us. So sit back, relax, and get ready for Builder basketball here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Again, so glad that you could join us. Both teams have made their way from the bench, and they will head to center court to tip things off. The officials for this afternoon's game are Antoine Dawkins, Andrew Barksdale, and Gabe Hall will be making the calls here. We'll get to the starting lineups in just a moment as DJ Muldrow is at center court, ready to jump it off with Marion Moore, tip it off with Marion Moore. And we are underway, tip controlled by the Builders. Tony Epps, with the basketball as he gives it to Marion Moore. Kyrie Smith is the other starter for the Builders as the first shot up, no good for the Builders. Jaden Eason, is also joined by Sean Ely, and that rounds out the starting five for the Builders. So Tony Epps, Sean Ely, Kyrie Smith, Jaden Eason, and Marion Moore make up the starting five for the Builders as the Wolves are now on the attack offensively. 19:25 left as their first shot comes off. Here's Epps. Smith with the basketball with 20 seconds left on the shot clock as the Builders working around the perimeter. Here's Moore. Shot up off the glass and good. Builders with the first two of the basketball game as the Wolves will now start offensively with the basketball is Robert Keys, and Keys turns it over. Epps, feed, Eason, shot off the glass, no good, but there's a foul. That foul call will go on Robert Keys. That is his first personal foul and the team's first. So that will send the Builders to the line to shoot two. Jaden Eason, the 6'4" sophomore out of Chesapeake. Misses the first of two. So on the floor with Robert Keys for Cheyney will be Jalen Boyd-Savage, and we'll get the others in just a moment as the second of two is missed as well. Rebound comes off to DJ Modrow. He's also joined on the floor by Kai Nixon and Rynell Burt as the Wolves turn it over. So that's the first turnover of the basketball. That's the second turnover here in the first half. An errant pass earlier by Keys got picked off by the Builders. So Builders so far no turnovers. Wolves with two. 20 seconds on the shot clock as Epps tries to feed it down low to Moore, but it was last touched by the Wolves. That's Boyd-Savage. 16 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 8:25 on the game clock. Builders lead 2-0. Epps being guarded. Pass inside by the Eason, but it's poked away, and the loose ball is controlled by the Wolves. Here's Keys. Wolves run a lot of motion in their offense, trying to get mismatches on defense as the shot up for three, no good. Rebound cleared by Moore. Epps into the paint. Feed. Ely up and good. That's not Ely. That is Kyrie Smith. His first bucket of this afternoon's basketball game. And the Builders now are up 4-0 in the early goings of this afternoon's basketball game as the Wolves are back on offense and we have a foul. That foul is going to go on Jaden Eason. That is his first personal foul and the team's first. So that foul was committed in the act of shooting. So that will put the Wolves at the line. Kyan Nixon, sophomore out of Upper Murfreesboro, Maryland, will shoot two. 17:38 left. Builders lead 4-0. As the first of two is up and good, and the Wolves are now in the scoring column. Sparse crowd on hand to watch the Builders this afternoon. And the second of two is good. 17:38 left in the first half as the Builders go back on the attack, and they turn it over. Here's Keys, but Keys has it poked away. And back come the Builders. Here's Moore. Strong move inside, but he stepped out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover, Builders. So as we mentioned earlier, this is a Cheyney ball club that did not play in the 2020-2021 season, if I'm not mistaken, due to the pandemic. So when they did not play, the basketball team sort of disbanded. As the Wolves are still in the attack, we'll get back to their story in just a moment as they work it into the paint. Kick. Out for three. Shot up and good. Rydell Burt for three. And just like that, Cheyney has the lead 5-4 as Epps into the paint, unable to convert. Here come the Wolves. Wolves into the lane. Wild shot taken away, or wild play. Feed inside to Moore. Moore on the attack. Goes down. No foul call, but Ely able to gather. And he's fouled. That foul call will go on Robert Keys. That is his second personal foul and the team's second. So Keys will have to take a seat as Sean Ely will step to the line to shoot two. He is the 6'4" sophomore out of Elizabeth City, North Carolina. And with that made free throw, we are now tied 5-5 as Keys makes his way off of the floor. Joshua Blackman in for the Wolves. As Sean Ely knocks down the second of two. 6-5. 6-5 is the score now as Caleb Molesky makes his way into the basketball game at the 16:23 mark of the first half, and the Builders lead 6-5. As Cheyney breaks the press. Shot clock now at 20. Blackman to Muldrow. Here's Boyd Savage. Feed inside. Shot no good. Epps. Here's Epps. Epps into the forecourt, but turns it over. And here come the Wolves. Wolves not really with the numbers. They still attack the basketball, the rim, as a matter of fact. Long shot, no good. Eason with the rebound. Outlet to Molesky. Feed down low to Marion, who gathers himself, and Moore scores. So 8-5 is the score. Builders extending their lead to 3. It's Blackman. Trapped in the backcourt, but able to get it over the timeline. And here's Cheyney. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. As Burt works. Epps with a defense. Here's Blackman. Shot clock down to 3. Shot up by Boyd Savage. No good. Karam goes out of bounds. And the ball will go over to the Builders, as I believe we're going to get a timeout. We're going to get a timeout, taking media timeout, as the Builders enjoy a 8-5 lead. We'll be back after you hear these words from Bayport.
Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
And welcome back to the Apprentice School Athletic Center. So glad you could join us. Any and every time you're with us, we super appreciate it. And right now, to reset things prior to the timeout, Builders with an 8-5 lead over Cheyney University of Pennsylvania as Moore. Outlet too strong into the front court, so that's going to be a turnover. 14:57 left in the first half. Builders 8-5 over the Wolves. Wolves. Shot. Up and good. For Dejier Modreau, those are his first points of the afternoon. And he pulls the Wolves within 1, 8-7. Builders. Here's Molesky into the lane. Nice job by Molesky with a drive and finish at the rim. 10-7 now is our score. Builders lead the Wolves. Long outlet into the front court. Taken by the Wolves. 3-point shot. No good. Here's Moore. Moore bumped. No foul call on Blackman as the Builders turn it over. Layup off the glass and good for Boyd Savage. And that gives the Wolves, that brings the Wolves within 1, 10-9 now. 13:55 left is Epps. Working on the man-to-man defense from Blackman. We have another turnover by the Builders. Substitutions off the bench quickly for the Builders as Angel Pacheco Ortiz makes his way into the ball game along with C.J. Highsmith. C.J. Highsmith is 6'10" freshman out of Richmond. Angel Pacheco Ortiz, the 6'5" sophomore out of Penn Laird, Virginia, makes their way into the basketball game for the Builders, who are holding to a 1-point lead. Back come the Builders with Kyrie. Kyrie thought he was fouled. Outlet from Blackman. Layup off the glass and good for Boyd Savage as we get a stoppage in play. We get a technical foul call. That technical foul call is going to go on Jalen Boyd Savage. Excuse me, I did not see him do anything in particular. He must have said something after the made layup. More of probably a taunting situation. So what that'll do is that'll put Angel Pacheco Ortiz at the line to shoot the technical free throw, and he drains it. So he's going to shoot 2. If he's able to make this one, this will put the Builders back in the lead. Right now we're tied 11-11, 13-16 left in the first half as Pacheco Ortiz misses the second. So Dutu into the ball game for Cheyney as we're now tied 11-11. As Epps works against the man-to-man defense by Blackman. And we're going to get a foul call. That's going to be on Dutu. That's his first foul. He's fresh off the bench into the ball game, so he immediately comes off of the bench into the ball game and commits a foul. So that'll be the team's third as Nathan Pettis makes his way into the ball game for Cheyney. Again, Terrell Stokes in his second season. His team comes into this afternoon's game with a record of 2-5. They're currently on a 5-game losing streak. Builders on a 4-game losing streak. So someone is going to get off the schneid today and get back into the winning column as Epps, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Deals inside. Shot up off the glass and good for C.J. Highsmith. Those are his first points of the afternoon, and it gives the Builders the lead now, 13-11. Wolves able to break the full court press. Shot clock now at 20. Here's Burt being guarded by Epps off of a screen. Wolves looking to feed it down low to Uhl, not able to do so. So they attack the basket. Shot no good. Back come the Builders with Molesky leading the break. Here's Smith. He's bumped. Shot no good. But that will put Kyrie Smith at the free throw line to shoot 2, as that foul call will be made on Rennell Burt, his first personal foul and the team's 4th. So Kyrie Smith will shoot 2. Again, he's the 6'3" sophomore out of nearby Virginia Beach, Virginia, looking to add to the Builder 2-point lead, and he does just that. So 14-11 is the score as Jaden Boyd Savage makes his way into the basketball game. One of the original starters for Cheyney. Again, some interesting facts about this Cheyney basketball team. And the second shot by Kyrie Smith is up and good. Now, this is a team, again, that during the pandemic year, they did not compete. So when they did not compete, they did not have a basketball team for the upcoming year when they hired Terrell Stokes. So Terrell Stokes basically had to do all of his recruiting inside the student body for Cheyney to be able to field a team, or not field a team, this isn't football, of course, but to be able to put a team on the floor. So far, they played well this afternoon as they've been able to stay within 4 of the Builders. Ball goes out of bounds, but the possession will stay on this end with the Wolves as Desir Waldreau makes his way into the basketball game.
The thing that sets Whirlies apart is that our people here truly care. They're here because they love their jobs and they want to learn more.
What I like about Whirlies is the people, the team I work with every day.
My favorite thing about working at Whirlies is that it's more like a family. I mean, it is work, but it's not.
They actually treat me like a person and not a number. And this is the first company where I really feel like I belong.
Here at Whirlies, it's a great atmosphere. They really care about the customers, really care about the employees. We do whatever we got to do to make the job right.
Like the team, everybody's a team player. All about doing the right thing for the customer, taking pride in your work. It's just overall a great company to work for.
You know, we really do have an awesome set of guys. It's kind of cool. We got a great team. We have fun together, from my plumbers to my air conditioning guys to my crawl space guys. Everybody works together as a team. They're just phenomenal.
We have training programs. We like it when people come in, they don't really know what they want to do, and we're able to help them find a trade and do things such as like a paid-for apprenticeship programs for HVAC, plumbing, electrical. We've sent people as far as Texas to also doing them here locally. We just truly.
Welcome back, everyone. 11:50 remaining in the first half of action here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Wolves of Cheyney University of Pennsylvania with the basketball. Long 3 attempt, no good. Rebound slapped out by Epps into the hands of Smith. Here's Epps. Builders lead again 15-11. Competitive game so far as, again, both teams trying to get back into the win column, having had long losing streaks. Cheyney comes in with a 5-game losing streak. Builders come in with a 4-game losing streak, but are 2-0 in the conference with an overall record of 2-3. I know the math isn't mathing when I say the Builders are on a 4-game losing streak. One of those games was an exhibition game, so it does not count on their overall record. Azul comes down with the loose ball. Shot up, no good, but we have a stoppage. I'm not really sure what happened. There was a stoppage. Now the basketball is going to remain with the Wolves as Michael Miller makes his way in to the basketball game for the Builders. Builders still hold to a 4-point lead, 15-11. 10:59 left in the first half of action. Apprentice School Athletic Center, as we're going to get a foul call. That's going to be an offensive foul call, player control foul. That foul call is going to go on, I believe, is that Robert Keys? If that's Keys, that is his 3rd personal foul, and that'll be the team's 5th. So that'll instantly get Rennell Burt back into the ball game for Robert Keys. He'll have to sit. More than likely, Keys will sit for the remainder of the first half with those 3 fouls. Wolves try to trap in the backcourt. Nothing doing. Molesky. Missed shot. Rebound back to Molesky, and he scores. So that's the first 2 of the afternoon for Molesky. As we're going to get, I believe, a technical foul. Now, that's on number 0, Jaden Boyd Savage. Now, I believe that is his second. Technical foul. If that is his second technical foul, folks, he's out of the basketball game. He's disqualified. Because remember earlier, he made a layup And he said something, and he was assessed a 2-shot technical foul, and he's been assessed another technical foul. So if that's the case, he's done for the day. So Angel Pacheco Ortiz is going to shoot the free throws, but that is his second technical foul. As Pacheco Ortiz misses the first. So the scores table is attempting to let the officials know that for number 0, Jalen Boyd Savage, he's done for the afternoon. He has 2 technical fouls. Oh, correct. The officials just made the correction. They said you have to get 3 technicals in order to be ejected. And Boyd Savage now has 2. Okay. I did not know that. I will admit that. I did not know that. Okay, so I've been educated and enlightened for the day. Builders with a 17-11 lead over the Wolves as a long rebound caroms off to Highsmith. So back come the Builders with Epps. Epps being guarded closely. Epps loses the basketball. Wolves on the break. Boyd Savage. Shot up and good. Foul call. So that foul call is going to go against Angel Pacheco Ortiz, his first personal foul, the Builders' second. So that will put Jalen Boyd Savage at the free throw line to attempt to complete the 3-point play as Kai Nixon makes his way back onto the court. So Boyd Savage is going to attempt to cut into the Builder lead a little bit more. The Builders currently with a 4-point lead. And now it's 3, 17-14, Builders. Chris Hemmon onto the floor with the basketball now for the Builders. Tries to feed it inside to Highsmith, but it's going to be poked away, so the ball will stay on this end. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 9:52 on the game clock. Hemmon. Shot off long, rebound taken by the Wolves. Back come the Wolves, attacking. Feed inside, could not be handled by the Wolves, and back come the Builders. Builders, wild shot that time. Ball tipped around. Last touch by the Builders. So we'll head down to the other end. So 17-14 is our score. 9:30 left in the first half. Entertaining game so far. A few theatrics earlier with Boyd Savage picking up his second technical foul. And he was so far away from the actual play, so he had to have said something for the official all the way on the other side of the court to hear him. So one more tech, and he's gone. That's him with the basketball now as he spins on Molesky. Rebound comes off to Highsmith. Here's Hemmon. Game clock at 8:58. Molesky. All alone for 3. No good. Rebound tipped around. Ortiz is fouled. So Pacheco Ortiz is fouled. He's fouled on the play by Jalen Boyd Savage. So that'll be, I believe, either his first or second personal foul. They said that the technicals were not considered personal fouls. So if that's the case, he has 1, but that is his 7th team foul, so that'll put Angel Pacheco Ortiz, the 6'5" sophomore, at the free throw line to shoot 2. 8:47 left. Builders with a 3-point lead, 17-14. As substitutions get ready to make their way into the basketball game. And the first free throw is up and good. Sean Ely back onto the floor for the Builders. And the second free throw, excuse me, by APO falls as Marion Moore makes his way back onto the floor. 19-14 is our score. Builders with the lead. 8:45 left in the first half. Wolves. Shot in the lane, no good. And back come the Builders. Space created, shot up and good by Michael Miller. I believe there was there a late foul call? Okay, so the basket comes off of the board. They call Michael Miller for a flop. So that results in a one-shot technical on the other end for Cheyney. Interesting, as Boyd Savage sinks the free throw. So our score is now 19-16, 8:23 left, and you know that is one of the new rules in basketball on every level about the flop. Now that's a bit of a judgment call by the officials a lot of times, and they felt that the Builders, Miller, added a few theatrics to his shot, and with that, that's going to be a technical foul. So the basketball goes to the Wolves, who come down on the other end. They're unable to convert, but the basketball stays with the Wolves. 8:14 left, shot clock at 21. Marion Moore able to poke it back out of bounds. Wolves able to get the basketball in. Skip pass. No one there for the Wolves. Here's Ely. I think he lost the basketball, but they say that it's going to stay on this end of the court. As Blackman will make his way into the basketball game. Nathan Pettis will have a seat. 8:05 remaining in the first half. Builders 21-15. Shot up, no good, but we have a foul call. Now that foul occurred behind the three-point line. So Kai Nixon will pick up his first personal foul. That'll be the team's 8th. So that'll send Michael Miller to the line to shoot 3. The 6-foot freshman out of Suffolk, Virginia, will toe the line to shoot 3. 8:03 left in the first half. Looking to add to the Builder lead. Unable to. So the Builders' lead remains at 6, 21-15. Jim Falls definitely silent as the second of 2 is up. And no good. So the opportunity for the Builders to extend on their lead or add to their lead is attached to this free throw here by Miller. And he's 0 for 3, but Marion Miller able to get the rebound. And they're going to call a loose ball foul on Marion Miller. So for Marion Miller, that is his first personal foul, and that is the team's 3rd. 8 minutes left as the Wolves into the front court with Boyd Savage, who converts. So 21-17 is the score. Builders still leading. Here's Ely. Back out to Hinman. Inside. Shot up, no good, but an offensive foul call on the Builders. So that's a player control foul on Hinman. That'll be his first personal foul and the team's 4th as we get a timeout. Timeout being taken here, a media timeout. We'll be back, 7:37 remaining. Builders lead 21-17.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
7:37 left in the first half here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding, right here in the heart of Newport News, Virginia. We are so glad you could join us for Builder basketball action as the Builders hold to a 4-point lead, 21-17 over the Wolves of Cheyney University of Pennsylvania. Cheyney University of Pennsylvania is one of the oldest, if not the oldest, historically black college and university here in the country. As the Builders on the attack, we have a foul call. That foul call will be on Blackman. That is Joshua Blackman. That is his first personal foul and the team's 9th. So that'll put Chris Hemmond at the line, the 5'9" sophomore out of Elizabeth City, North Carolina, looking to add to the Builder lead. And he does that. 22-17, that's our score. Both teams have all 4 of their timeouts. As Hemmond goes 2 for 2. So 23-17, Builders with a 6-point lead. 7:14 left. This is Builders turn up the pressure. Blackman able to break the press. Boy Savage loses the basketball, but they say it was last touched by Hemmond. As you can hear, instructions being barked out by the opposing coach, Terrell Stokes. Again, Terrell Stokes in his second season at the helm for the Wolves. I believe that was partially blocked, and the loose ball comes off to Marion Moore. Moore nearly turns it over on the pass. Ely. Boy, Ely had a straight line to the basket, but instead pulled up for the long jumper that's no good, and that keyed the fast break by the Wolves, who convert. Desir Muldrow able to convert for the Wolves, and the Builder lead after that made basket by Kyrie Smith. 25-19, Builders lead back up to 6. 6:20 remaining in the first half. Wolves able to break the press. 20 seconds on the shot clock as Burt is in charge of the offense. Here's Boyd Savage. Kick. To the outside. Shot blocked. Builders running. Here's Ely. 3-point shot is good, and we have a timeout. Timeout being taken by the visiting Wolves as they see themselves down by their largest margin this afternoon, now down by 9. 28-19. 5:50 left on the clock as the Builders starting to pull away a little bit here in the first half. Wolves have done a great job of keeping the contest at a low-scoring rate. But with that 3, that's the first 3-point basket made this afternoon by the Builders. Sean Ely has now pushed the lead out to 9. Again, both teams come into this afternoon's game struggling just a bit. Builders coming off of a 4-game losing streak, having last played Venice. That was who our opponent last played. The Builders last played North Carolina Wesleyan, and they fell 84-55. While the visiting Wolves, they last played Washington Adventist University, and they lost 71-56. So both of these teams want to establish a winning identity, and they need to start that right now as the long pass nearly goes out of bounds, saved by Blackman, but there's a foul. The foul is going to be on Chris Hinman. That is his first personal foul. I'm sorry, his second personal foul and the team's fifth. Tony Epps back onto the floor for Hinman. 5:40 remaining in the first half. Builders with a 28-19 lead, their largest lead of the afternoon. Here's Burt being guarded by Ely. Shot clock now at 10. Boyd Savage for three. Missed everything. It was last touched by the Wolves. So Builders a little lazy with their inbound. Blackman nearly forced a turnover. Moore looks to get it to Epps, but instead gets it to Smith. Kyrie Smith being guarded. Off of a screen from Highsmith. Smith, short jumper, goes down. So 30-19, Builders lead now 11. As they continue to add to their lead. Here late in the first half is that shot by Smith is up and good. Builders now with a 32-19 lead, 12 points. I'm sorry, 13 points is the lead now. Builders starting to pull away just a bit here from the Wolves is Boyd Savage. Wild shot, rebound taken by Highsmith. Epps tries a Euro step. No foul call, but Epps able to convert anyway on the fast break, and now the Builder lead is out to 15 just that quickly. 34-19. 4:27 left in the first half. As the Wolves have not valued taking care of the basketball, Builders have opened things up on the scoreboard. Epps, skip pass to I believe that is Ely. Karam saved by Moore, but it's last touch by the Builders. So Jaden Eason makes his way into the ball game for Highsmith at the 4:03 mark of the first half. Builders now with a 15-point lead, 34-19 over the Wolves of Cheyney University of Pennsylvania. Here's Burt. Skip pass. He was looking for Boyd Savage, who was not looking for him. Ball sails out of bounds. That's just called an old-fashioned turnover as we get a timeout. Timeout being taken, media timeout, 3:47 left in the first half. Builders 34-19. Let's hear from Worley's.
The thing that sets Worley's apart is that our people here truly care. They're here because they love their jobs and they want to learn more.
What I like about Worley's is the people, the team I work with every day.
My favorite thing about working at Worley's is that it's more like a family. I mean, it is work, but it's not.
They actually treat me like a person and not a number. And this is the first company where I really feel like I belong.
Here at Worley's, it's a great atmosphere. They really care about the customers, really care about the employees. We do whatever we got to do to make the job right.
Like the team, everybody's a team player. All about doing the right thing for the customer, taking pride in your work. It's just overall a great company to work for.
You know, we really do have an awesome set of guys. It's kind of cool. We got a great team. We have fun together, from my plumbers to my air conditioning guys to my crawl space guys. Everybody works together as a team. They're just phenomenal.
We have training programs. We like it when people come in, they don't really know what they want to do, and we're able to help them find a trade and do things such as like a paid-for apprenticeship programs for HVAC, plumbing, electrical. We've sent people as far as Texas to also doing them here locally. We just truly like to see our people grow and succeed and get to the next step of their career.
3:47 left in the first half. Builders with their largest lead of the afternoon at 34-19 over the visiting Wolves of Cheyney University of Pennsylvania, located in Cheyney, Pennsylvania. a historically black college or university that was founded back in 1837, making it the oldest HBCU in the country as we get a foul. Foul call is going to go on the Wolves. That'll be Duke. That'll be his second personal foul and the team's 10th. So that means for the next 3:23, the Builders will be shooting 2. So Kyrie Smith will step to the line to shoot 2 to try to add to the 15-point bulge. And the first one is missed. 34-19. Again, Builders coming to this afternoon's ball game on a 4-game losing streak. And they look to snap that, and that helps. Every point helps. 35-19 Builders with a 16-point lead as the Builder defense has caused the Wolves to go ice cold from the field. They haven't scored in quite a while as Epps nearly turns Blackman over with the steal. Shot clock now at 10. Here's Boyd Savage. Savage steps through the defense but unable to convert. Builders running. Here's Ely. Ely attempts the Euro step, but he's fouled. So a blocking foul will be called on the Wolves. That blocking foul will be against Rynell Burt. That'll be his second personal foul. The Wolves are already in the double bonus. So that means Sean Ely, the 6'4" senior out of Elizabeth City, will shoot 2, and he misses the first. So Nathan Pettis makes his way back onto the playing surface for the visiting Wolves as Ely makes the second of 2. So 36-19, 17-point advantage being enjoyed by the Builders as they continue with their full court pressure. And we get a foul. That foul is going to be on Sean Ely. That'll be his first personal foul. That'll only be the team's 6th. So Cheyney is not even in the bonus yet. They won't be in the bonus until the next foul at 7. Blackman at 20 on the shot clock. 2:39 on the game clock. It's Burt. Looks to find someone. Pressure defense put on by the Builders is broken as Desir Muldrow able to bake it off the backboard for 2. And that ends the scoring drought for the Wolves as Marion Moore, out of control, picks up the foul. So Marion Moore picks up his second personal foul. That's the team's second. As Coach Terrell Stokes tells the official, look, we're from Pennsylvania. We play a different brand of basketball. I'm not really sure what he was referring to. But just one of those interesting things that kind of happens during a basketball game. Builders with a 17-point lead. Shot clock at 15. Game clock just under 2 minutes left in the first half is Molesky on the defense. Here's Muldrow. Shot clock at 4. 3, 2. Molesky able to tie him up, but I believe they're going to call him for the foul, and they do. So Caleb Molesky is going to pick up his first personal foul. That's going to be the team's 8th. Now, they said he was in the act of shooting, so that'll put Nathan Pettis at the line to shoot 2. 1:45 left in the first half. This will be Pettis' first trip to the free throw line this afternoon as he misses the first. Rebound comes off to the Builders. Builders hold to their 36-21 lead. Here's Epps. Molesky. Kick to Ely. Shot clock at 10. Ely, shot no good, but a whistle before the shot. They're going to call a foul prior to the shot. So that will be Rydell Burt. That'll be his third personal foul. Again, Builders are in the double bonus. So that'll put Sean Ely back at the line to shoot two. 1:23 left in the first half. Builders with a 17-point lead. I'm sorry, a 15-point lead. Builders not doing themselves any favors here in the first half at the free throw line. Thankfully, it has not hurt them, but the Builders have not shot the ball well from the free throw line here early. As Kai Nixon is back into the ball game for the Wolves. And Ely makes a second of two, and he'll take a seat. As Courage Harrell will make his way into the ball game, but we're going to take a timeout here on the court. 1:23 remaining in the first half. Builders with a 16-point lead, 37-21 over the visiting Wolves from Cheyney University of Pennsylvania. Again, I told you that they are located in Cheyney, Pennsylvania. They were founded back in 1837. So as an HBCU, that makes them the oldest HBCU in the country. Again, being led by Terrell Stokes, who's in his second season at the helm for a team that he basically had to put together by holding tryouts with the student body to be able to put a product on the court. And they played well. I'll give them that. They have played well. Again, coming into this afternoon's contest on a 4-game losing streak, currently sitting at an overall record of 2-5. Blackman, lazy pass, picked off by Molesky, but Molesky was unable to save it to the Builders, saved it to the Wolves instead. But this pass is picked off. Back come the Builders with Eason. Epps, shot clock at 20. Game clock now at 57 seconds remaining. Here's Epps. Open look. Nothing there. Azul comes down with the rebound for the Wolves. 42 seconds, shot clock at 20. Alley-oop inside to Muldrow as the Builders fall asleep on defense. Wolves with the noisy 2. So the shot clock now about a 3-second differential between that and the game clock. Shot clock at 20, game clock at about 23 as Epps eats up clock. Will start towards the basket at about 9 seconds. Epps weaves, dishes to Molesky. Inside to Eason, shot rims out. Builders can't get something off. Smith slips. And that is no good, and that is how the first half will end. Builders 37, the visiting Wolves of Cheyney 23. Well played first half by both teams. Builders looking to get off of the schneid again. They come into this afternoon's game with a 4-game losing streak, and the Wolves come in with a 5-game losing streak. Builders will take a halftime lead into the locker room, 37-23. We are going to step aside to give you an opportunity to catch your breath, and we'll do the same. We will be back with second half action and stats. Again, Builders 37, Wolves 23. We'll be back after halftime.
The thing that sets Whirlies apart is that our people here truly care. They're here because they love their jobs and they want to learn more.
What I like about Whirlies is the people, the team I work with every day.
My favorite thing about working at Whirlies is that it's more like a family. I mean, it is work, but it's not.
They actually treat me like a person and not a number. And this is the first company where I really feel like I belong.
Here at Whirlies, it's a great atmosphere. They really care about the customers, really care about the employees. We do whatever we got to do to make the job right.
Like the team, everybody's a team player. All about doing the right thing for the customer, taking pride in your work. It's just overall a great company to work for.
You know, we really do have an awesome set of guys. It's kind of cool. We got a great team. We have fun together, from my plumbers to my air conditioning guys to my crawl space guys. Everybody like works together as a team. They're just phenomenal.
We have training programs. We like it when people come in, they don't really know what they want to do, and we're able to help them find a trade and do things such as like a paid-for apprenticeship programs for HVAC, plumbing, electrical. We've sent people as far as Texas to also doing them here locally. We just truly like to see our people grow and succeed and get to the next step of their career. We want people here who truly aspire to be the best in their fields.
I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Welcome back, everyone. We're close to wrapping up halftime here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Just wanted to bring you back in with us, of course, to reset the scoreboard. Builders have a halftime lead of 37-23 over the Wolves of Cheyney University of Pennsylvania. Some quick first half stats for the visiting Wolves. Their leading scorer right now is Jalen Boyd-Savage. He has 10 points. Their leading rebounder is DJ Muldrow. He has 3 rebounds. As a team, they're shooting about 29% from the floor, 4 of 6 from the free throw stripe. That's 66.7%. Something that the visiting coach was not very happy with Stokes as he looked at the halftime stats. He quickly said, wow, we only shot 6 free throws in the first half. As for the Builders, the leading scorer is Kyrie Smith. He went into the halftime locker room with 11 points. The man inside that pulled down the most rebounds in the first half for the Builders was C.J. Highsmith. He had 5. Now, I told you earlier that the Builders struggled from the free throw line in the first half. They were only 12 of 22. That's 54% as a team from the free throw line. So if you give the Builders those free throws that they missed on the scoreboard, they'd be leading now by about 25. But instead, they are sitting at a 14-point lead. They shot 40% from the floor, 12 of 30. A lot of the stats, team-wise, are about the same. Points in the paint. The Wolves had 12. The Builders had 14. Points off of turnovers. The Wolves had 10. The Builders had 6. But the biggest telling stat are bench points. Right now, the Builders will enter the second half with 13 points off the bench, while the Wolves are yet to score off of the bench. So right now, Builders lead by a score of 37-23 over the Wolves as the starting lineups make their way onto the court. As far as foul situation, the Wolves have 2 players that are currently with 3 fouls. That will be Rynell Burt and Robert Keys. They have 3 fouls apiece, while the Builders have a couple of players with 2 fouls. That's Chris Hemon and Marion Moore. Of course, the Wolves are going to start the second half with the basketball as they work around the perimeter. 20 seconds on the shot clock as they turn it over. Here's Moore. Moore splits the defense. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped around, controlled by the Wolves. Muldrow unable to convert the dunk on the fast break. Here's Smith, who has it poked away. So ball handling and shot selection not so good to start the second half as basketball goes all the way out of the gymnasium. 19:27 left in the basketball game. Builders with the basketball and the lead 37-23. Builders able to build their lead going into the halftime locker room thanks to about a 5-minute scoring drought by Cheyney. Builders again with a 14-point lead. Here's Epps. Epps rises up, misses, loose ball comes off to the Wolves. Here's Keys. Keys with 3 fouls. Keys with only 2 points in the first half. Shot clock now under 10. Here's Muldrow. Shot off the glass, no good, but there's a foul call. That foul is going to be on Marion Moore. That is his first personal foul and the team's first. So that'll put DJ Muldrow at the line to shoot 2 Clock stopped at 18:38 as the first of two goes down. Chris Harmon Belcher will see his first action of the basketball game in the second half. He is a sophomore out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Muldrow misses the second. Rebound cleared by Moore. Here is Smith in the front court. And Sean Ely lost it on his way up. So here come the Wolves. Wolves trailing by 13. Belcher. Here's Boyd Savage, their leading scorer in the first half, and he drains his first shot of the half, so that adds to his 10 points. He has 12 now, so he is the leading scorer right now for the visiting Wolves. So the Builder lead now is down to 11, 37-26. Here's Epps working. Here's Ely to Smith. Shot clock at 10. Smith backs it out. Shot clock at 8. Eason to Moore. Moore gets into the lane. Shot does not hit the rim, so that is a shot clock violation. And we get a timeout. Timeout taken by Coach Evan Key. 17:39 remaining, and we will take a break. 37-26 is our score as we hear from Bayport.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
17:39 left in the second half of action here. Builder basketball being played here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. The Wolves of Cheyney, University of Pennsylvania, taking on the Apprentice School Builders. Both teams coming in on 4 and 5 game losing streaks. Want to get back to their winning ways as the Builders are looking to do just that. The lead now currently by 9 is Belcher, able to get the basketball over to Burt. Here's Boyd Savage, who leads the Wolves right now with 12 points. As the rebound comes off to Ely. Here's Epps working against Keys, but his entry pass to Eason goes out of bounds, so that's a turnover for the Builders. Of course, that does not make Evan Key happy at all, the fourth-year coach. Builders with a trap. Nearly turned the Wolves over. And we're going to get a foul call. Keys came crashing into the scorer's table. I hope he's okay. Jaden Easton is going to pick up that personal foul. That is his second personal foul, the team's second. So that will put Muldrow at the free throw line to shoot 2. So 37-26 is the Builders are holding to a 9-point advantage at the 16:53 mark of the second half as Muldrow misses. So Blackman will make his way into the basketball game for Keys. Keys will have a seat. Keys has 3 fouls, 2 points to his credit in this evening's basketball game. And Muldrow makes the second of 2. Builder lead now with 10. Sorry, I read the scoreboard incorrectly. The Builder lead was 11. But with that made free throw, that made the Builder lead 10. 37-27 is Eason. Works on Belcher. Belcher harasses and fouls Eason. Unfortunately, Eason not able to convert, but he will step to the line to shoot two as Belcher picks up his fourth. I'm sorry, I think they called that. Correction, they called that on Blackman, so that'll be Blackman's second. I thought it was on Belcher, but they called it on Blackman. So that'll send Jaden Eason to the line to shoot two, and he makes the first. 38-27 is the score. Builders with an 11-point lead. As Eason makes the second of two, his first points of the basketball game. 39-27, Builders with a 12-point lead. Full-court press. Nearly broken is Moore, able to slap it out of bounds. So the basketball will stay on this end, 39-27. Wolves with the basketball, 16-26 left in the ball game as Modrow works against Eason. Nice finger roll on the baseline is good. So the Builder lead is back down to 10, 39-29. Eason being guarded closely by Blackman. Eason all the way to the rack for two. So 41-29, 12-point lead once again is Belcher able to find Modrow at the free throw line. He buries the short jumper. 41-31. Builders with a 10-point lead. Shot clock at 20 is Eason. Double team. Kicks. Builders drive to the basket, shot no good, but Ely is fouled. That foul will go on Chris Belcher. That'll be his first personal foul and the team's second of the half. As we're going to get a timeout. I believe this is a media timeout. So 41-31 is the score. 15-31 left in the ball game, and we'll be back after we hear from Worley.
The thing that sets Worley's apart is that our people here truly care. They're here because they love their jobs and they want to learn more.
What I like about Worley's is the people, the team I work with every day.
My favorite thing about working at Worley's is that it's more like a family. I mean, it is work, but it's not.
They actually treat me like a person and not a number. And this is the first company where I really feel like I belong.
Here at Worley's, it's a great atmosphere. They really care about the customers, really care about the employees. We do whatever we got to do to make the job right.
Like the team, everybody's a team player. All about doing the right thing for the customer, taking pride in your work. It's just overall a great company to work for.
You know, we really do have an awesome set of guys. It's kind of cool. We got a great team. We have fun together, from my plumbers to my air conditioning guys to my crawl space guys. Everybody works together as a team. They're just phenomenal.
We have training programs. We like it when people come in, they don't really know what they want to do, and we're able to help them find a trade and do things such as like a paid-for apprenticeship programs for HVAC, plumbing, electrical. We've sent people as far as Texas to also doing them here locally. We just truly like to see our people.
15:31 left in the basketball game as Vershawn Ely will step to the line to shoot two. He was fouled by Chris Belcher. His first personal foul in the team's second, as the first of two by Ely misses. And this continues the woes from the free throw line for the Builders that started in the first half. Builders only 12 of 22 from the free throw line in the first half as Ely sinks the second. So 42-31, 15 and a half minutes left in the basketball game as the Wolves and Blackman, that was close, nearly turned it over in the backcourt. Here's Boyd Savage. Boyd Savage, 2 points in the half so far after scoring 10 in the first half. He has the basketball off of the turnover on the break. And he's able to knife all the way to the basket for his 14th point of the game, and that knocks the Builder lead down to 9. Feed inside. Eason off the glass and good. Nice job that time of the assist by Epps. And that pushes the Builder lead back up to 11. 44-33. 14:45 left. 20 seconds on the shot clock is Burt works against Epps. 3-on-3. Jersey numbers. Here's Boyd Savage, who made the last shot for the Wolves. Shot clock now with 3, 2, 1. Able to get the shot off, and he's fouled. I believe the shot did get off prior to the shot clock whistle. So it will be a shot clock violation, so wave off the foul. (44-33, 14:21 left in the basketball game. Inbound goes to Smith. Smith over the timeline. Smith decided to take it himself, and he's fouled. That foul is going to be on Boyd Savage. That is his second personal foul and the team's third. So that'll put Kyrie Smith at the free throw line shooting 2. 14-10 left. Builders with an 11-point lead here at home. Good to have the team back in the gym because all of those losses, those 4 losses that they just suffered, were all on the road. So it's good to be back home in their home gym as the first of 2 goes down. So Caleb Molesky and C.J. Highsmith will make their way into the basketball game for the Builders. Builders lead back up to 12, 45-33. 14-10 left in the basketball game. As Smith knocks down the second of 2. So 46-33, Builder lead back up to 13. Builders went into the locker room with a 14-point lead, 37-23. Wolves able to get it down to single digits, able to get the lead down to 9, but the Builders able to get it back up to 13 here as the basketball is kicked on the pass. So that's going to reset the shot clock to 20. So 13:48 left in the ball game. Shot clock at 20. Here's Mildrew to Boyd Savage. Mildrew, Savage, Belcher. Skip pass deep into the corner. Shot clock now at 6. Ball goes out of bounds, but it was last touched by the Builders. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. So the Builders just need to defend for the next 3 seconds of this possession without fouling, of course. And the ball goes off of Boyd Savage's hands out of bounds. That's a turnover. Wolves make substitutions as Kai Nixon makes his way onto the floor along with Doot Ooh at the 13:30 mark of the second half. Here's Kyrie Smith as the Builders work with a 13-point lead. Smith all the way to the rack and good. Kyrie Smith taking on the much taller freshman Duke Ooh and able to convert. Nathan Pettis back into the basketball game for the Wolves. Builders' largest lead on the basketball game is 17. They currently lead by 15 right now, 48-33. I believe the Wolves have done exactly what they wanted to do, wanted to keep this a low-scoring affair. but they just haven't been able to break or cut into the Builder lead as Caleb Molesky nearly gets a fast break opportunity off of a turnover, but he dribbled it out of bounds. As we have bodies spilling everywhere during a dead ball situation. So it was a dead ball situation. I think that's what the officials are talking about. So they're going to call a foul on C.J. Highsmith. So was that a technical or was that a personal? So it's a technical foul on C.J. Highsmith. He made contact. So it is a technical foul as Boyd Savage makes the first of two on the technical free throws. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to go down as a personal. I'll need to get some clarity from the official. But as it goes, both technical free throws go down. So it's 48-35. Basketball will remain on this end of the floor. So the Wolves will inbound. That was a technical. Again, I'll try to get some clarity on that if that becomes an issue for Highsmith as far as foul trouble down the stretch. Here's Boyd Savage off of a screen. Tough shot that goes down. So Savage, that's his 18th point of the basketball game. He leads all scorers this evening on both teams with 18. Here's Smith. Smith knocks it down. Kyrie Smith knocks it down right in the face of Rynell Burt, who has the basketball at the moment with the shot clock taken down to 10. Here's Boyd Savage, but he's fouled. That foul call will be on C.J. Highsmith. So I believe that'll be his first personal foul of the team's third. Boyd Savage. Jump stop and hits. As he picks up his 20th point. Now, as a team, the Wolves have 39 total points. 20 of those have come from Boyd Savage alone. So he's currently outscoring his entire team by a point. Here's Highsmith. Molesky. Smith. Back out to Epps. Shot clock now at 5. Epps, long three-point shot. That's going to be a foul call. That's going to be an illegal screen on C.J. Highsmith as we get a timeout. I believe it's some media timeout, 11:27. We'll step away as the Builders hold to a 50-39 lead over the Wolves. We'll be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
50-39, Builders lead the Wolves of Cheyney, University of Pennsylvania. Coach Evan Key has his basketball team playing well as they have an opportunity to come home and get themselves back on the winning side of basketball, as their overall record right now sits at 2-3, but they're coming home off of a 4-game road trip where they saw themselves lose 4 games in a row. As the basketball, there's a scrum on the floor. We get a tie-up. Possession arrow will be in favor of the Builders. So 50-39 is our score. Here's Smith. Marion Moore and C.J. Highsmith are the only Builders that are close to being in foul trouble. They both have 3. Smith or Highsmith with the screen. Here's Highsmith. He's pushed underneath by Uhl, and the foul is called. So for Uhl, that'll be his 3rd personal foul. That's the team's 4th. As Modrow makes his way into the ball game for Uhl, who will have a seat. He has, again, 3 personal fouls. Builders 11-point lead, 10:55 remaining in the basketball game. Builders 50, Wolves 39. Smith, shot up and good. So Kyrie Smith extends the Builder lead now to 13. 10:45 left in tonight's basketball game. Here's Burt. Shot clock at 15. Here's Boyd Savage. Boyd Savage works off of Molesky. Shot clock at 3. Shot did not hit the rim. Builders went on the fast break, but Epps pulls it out and shoots for 3. Molesky with a rebound. And a new shot clock. 10:04 left. Builders lead by 13. Here's Epps. Shot clock now with 5. Molesky into the lane. Had this ball stripped. Molesky. Was he fouled? I think they called a foul right before the shot clock expired. And that foul is going to go on Kai Nixon. That is his 2nd personal foul and the team's 5th. So that'll put Molesky at the free throw line to shoot 2. He was in the act of shooting. So Builders shooting a little bit better here in the second half. Again, only shooting 55% in the first half. Molesky able to knock it down as Blackman and Belcher make their way back onto the court. Lead now back up to 14. 9 minutes, 49 seconds left in the basketball game as Molesky misses. Now they're going to call a loose ball foul. That loose ball foul is going to be on C.J. Highsmith, so that is his 4th personal foul. And that now is the 6th team foul for the Builders. 9:42 left in the basketball game. Builders now lead by 14. Here's Blackman. Here's Burt. Feed inside. Modrow. His 2nd dunk of the night. So that makes it 53-41. Wolves within 12. Here's Epps. All the way inside, and that's going to be a player control foul on Epps. So Tony Epps picks up his 1st personal foul. That's the team's 7th. So Clifton Good makes his debut in tonight's. No, I take that back. I'm sorry. He did see the court in the first half. He did not score a point. He did not score a point, nor did he record a rebound. in the first half. But he did turn the ball over twice, so that's something. Here's Burt. Shot clock at 15. Belcher. Here's Modrow. Spin. Working. And he is fouled. That foul call will be on Jaden Eason. That'll be his third personal foul. So that'll be the 8th team foul. So that will have Modrow at the line to shoot 2. Clock is currently stopped at 8:50. Builders lead sitting at 12, 53-41 as Modrow hits the first of 2. Builders with 2 timeouts, Wolves with 3. Still plenty of time for the Wolves to try to mount some semblance of a comeback in this ball game as Modrow hits the second. Builders lead back down to 10. Now, the Wolves have been able to fight and get that lead cut to 9, but they have not been able to get any closer than that. They trail by as much as 17 tonight, but whenever the Wolves have made a run, the Builders have done a good job of responding, but they turn it over here. Molesky unable to track it down. It was last touched by him, so it will be the Wolves basketball. As Angel Pacheco Ortiz, 6'5" sophomore, makes his way into the basketball game. 8:33 left. Here's Modrow. Drains it. So we've seen Modrow pick up his scoring here in the second half, and the Builders lead now down to 8. So this is the closest the Wolves have gotten in quite some time. It's Ortiz. Works the perimeter. Bit of a bad pass to Epps, and it was last touched by Epps, so that's a turnover. And we're going to get a timeout. Good timeout there by Coach Evan Key to get his ball club together and get their head back together as they've seen their lead dwindle down to 8. 8:07 left. We'll be back after these messages from Bayport.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Well, we have a good one between the Builders and the Wolves of Cheyney University of Pennsylvania. 8:07 remaining in the basketball game. Builders with an 8-point lead. That lead got as high as 17 in the basketball game, but the Wolves have been able to put something together here in the second half to get that lead under double digits and have an opportunity to cut into it even more if they're able to convert on this possession. As Blackman being guarded by Epps. 8 minutes exactly left in the basketball game is Boyd Savage. He has 19 in the basketball game. Burt. Modrow, again, who's really picked up his scoring in the second half, misses. And we have a foul in the backcourt. I believe that foul will probably go on Belcher. Correction, it's on Modrow. So that is his first personal foul in the team's 6th. Builders not in the bonus yet. Molesky gets it into Epps. Epps being guarded by Blackman. With 20 seconds left on the shot clock, Epps off of a screen to Smith. Smith. Beautiful feed inside to Molesky as he cut to the basket. Wolves defense fell asleep. Builders made him pay. 55-45 is our score as Belcher releases from the corner. Rebound comes off to Moore. Moore on the break. Finds Smith. Smith to Good, who's stripped and is last touched by the Wolves. 7:06 remaining. Builders with a 10-point lead, 55-45. Builders with one timeout remaining in the basketball game. Wolves with with three. Molesky handles the basketball to Epps. Shot clock now at 15. Here's Good, shot clock at 10. Finds Molesky. Molesky, layup off the glass is good. So just when you thought the Wolves could get right back in it with the basketball, an opportunity to trim the lead to 6. A couple of things go wrong for the Wolves, and now the lead for the Builders is back up to 12. Shot clock now at 10. Here's Blackman working on Moore. Burt on Molesky. Player control foul. Nice job that time by Molesky to draw that offensive foul call as we're going to get a timeout. That timeout. Well, that foul was on Burt. I thought we were going to get a timeout, but instead we're not. So Nathan Rosario will make his debut in the basketball game here in the second half with 6:21 left. Builders with a 12-point lead. Here's Epps. Shot clock now at 20. Builders kind of slow things down just a little bit. Epps off of a screen from Good. Epps nearly had his pocket picked on the way inside. Moore. Step back jumper, no good. Smith with a rebound. And the Builders pull it back out. 15 seconds left on the shot clock after the miss. Here's Smith, guarded by Rosario. Here's Blackman. Belcher with the basketball. To Blackman, shot clock now at 20. Builders with a 12-point lead. Rosario, shot clock now at 10. As we get an offensive foul, I believe that might have been an illegal screen. That's going to go on Belcher. So for Belcher, I believe that is his second personal foul, the team's 7th. Okay, correction, that is the team's 8th as Belcher will take a seat. As Epps steps into the forecourt, shot clock at 20. Moore begging for the basketball, doesn't get it, and there's a foul call. That foul call is going to go on Modrow. That is only his second personal foul. That's the team's 9th. So that'll put Marion Moore at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. 5:05 remaining. Builders with a 12-point lead. Moore with an opportunity to add to it. He makes the first of 2. Builder free throw percentage in the second half is going to take a bump up. Again, only shot about 54% in the first half from the free throw line. And just as I say that, Moore misses the second. That's okay. Builder lead now at 13. As Boyd Savage knifes in between the defense but unable to finish. Loose ball on the floor. Boyd Savage able to get the loose ball and convert for 2, and he is fouled. That foul is going to be on Marion Moore. That'll be his 4th personal foul in the team's 9th. So the lead now 11 for the Builders as Boyd Savage has an opportunity to get that lead down to 10. 4:48 remaining in the basketball game. And if you know anything about possessions and time, in order for the Wolves to have a realistic shot of coming back in this basketball game, you want that deficit to be somewhere around about 10 at the 5-minute mark, and that's about where we are. Unable to convert, so it's up to the Builders now to take care of the basketball here down the stretch and just as I say that, they turn it over right here in front of me. That's going to be a backcourt violation on the Builders. 5:41 left. Wolves with the basketball. Rosario set to inbound. Here's Blackman. To Boyd Savage, to Rosario. Shot clock now at 15. Rosario nearly traveled as Nixon pulls the trigger on a long shot, but the rebound comes off to Moore. You like to see the Builders kind of slow things down a little bit because they have the lead, but instead we turn it over. Here's Boyd Savage, unable to convert. So they back it back out to Blackman. Loose ball comes back off to the Wolves. Shot clock now at 15. Game clock at 4 minutes. Here's Boyd Savage. Long shot from the corner for 3. No good for Blackman. And back come the Builders. 3:42 left as Epps slows things down. Good call as the Builders are now up by 11. No need to get in a hurry. As Epps able to get to the rack. Now the shot clock does not reset because that did not hit the rim. So here's Molesky. He scores. Big time drive and finish at the hoop for Caleb Molesky. 3:15 remaining and the Builder lead is back up to 13. Wolves need to show some sense of urgency as the game clock is now down around 3 minutes and they're down by 4 possessions. Actually, they're down by 5 possessions. As Boyd Savage hits. 2:45 left in the basketball game. Builders holding to a 3-possession lead. Epps looks. Shot clock now at 10. Epps knives through the defense, unable to finish with the left hand. Here are the Wolves who need to operate with some sense of urgency. As Boyd Savage hits, we get a timeout. Timeout being taken by the visiting Wolves. 9-point game now, 60-51. And we're going to take a quick break and come back for the final 2:14 after we hear from Worley's.
The thing that sets Worley's apart is that our people here truly care. They're here because they love their jobs and they want to learn more.
What I like about Worley's is the people, the team I work with every day.
My favorite thing about working at Worley's is that it's more like a family. I mean, it is work, but it's not.
They actually treat me like a person and not a number. And this is the first company where I really feel like I belong.
Here at Worley's, it's a great atmosphere. They really care about the customers, really care about the employees. We do whatever we got to do to make the job right.
Like the team, everybody's a team player. All about doing the right thing for the customer, taking pride in your work. It's just overall a great company to work for.
You know, we really do have an awesome set of guys. It's kind of cool. We got a great team. We have fun together, from my plumbers to my air conditioning guys to my crawl space guys. Everybody works together as a team. They're just phenomenal.
We have training programs. We like it when people come in, they don't really know what they want to do, and we're able to help them find a trade and do things such as like a paid-for apprenticeship programs for HVAC, plumbing, electrical. We've sent people as far as Texas to also doing them here locally. We just truly like to see our people grow and succeed and get to the next step of their career. We want people here who truly aspire to be the best in their fields.
2:14 remaining in the basketball game. 60-51 Builders over the Wolves. Wolves turn up the full court pressure. Builders able to break it, but the Builders turn it over. So exactly what Coach Stokes was looking for with that full court press. He got it all the way in the backcourt on the other end. We're now at 2 minutes left in the basketball game as a skip pass over to Boyd Savage. Shot partially blocked, tipped around, loose ball comes off to Smith. We're now under 2 minutes remaining in the basketball game. Builders with a 3-possession lead. And the basketball. Epps works against Boyd Savage. Shot clock now at 10. Here's Moore. Feeds it down inside to Highsmith, who hits the jumper. So that pushes the Builder lead up to double digits with 1:20 left in the basketball game, and the Builders with a little bit of full court pressure as Nixon. Wild shot with the left hand off the backboard and in. 1:07 left, Builders by 9. Smith. Skip pass to Molesky as we're now under 1 minute left in the basketball game. Epps directs traffic to Molesky. Shot clock now at 5. Highsmith with the basketball. And Highsmith is fouled. Players need to be separated here, as the foul call will go on the Wolves. I believe it may be Joshua Blackman, and it is. So that's double technical fouls. So Highsmith picks up his second technical, I believe, of the basketball game. And there was also a technical assist to Blackman. So the official said that those would cancel, as Jaden Eason set to come in. And I believe Highsmith is fouled out of the basketball game. He had 3 technical fouls. He had 3 personal fouls and 2 technicals. So I believe he is fouled out of the basketball game. Now he's supposed to be the shooter. He's supposed to be the shooter for the 1-and-1. So Highsmith will come off of the court. He is fouled out. So that means that Sean Ely will step to the line to shoot 2 here with 43.7 seconds left.
Shooting for the Apprentice School, Sean Ely with 2 shots.
So with that last foul, the Wolves are now in the double bonus as Ely misses the first. So Highsmith has been disqualified. He has 5 total fouls. Not all of those fouls are personal, but he does have 5 fouls, as Ely misses them both. So the score is still 62-53. We're now down to 39 seconds as Nixon shoots from 3, no good. Rebound taken by Ely, and he's wrapped up by Rosario. Now that's going to be an intentional foul on Rosario. So what that will be 2 shots and the basketball, as Rosario picks up his first personal foul. 31.8 seconds left, and that'll put Vershawn Ely back at the line. As Ely knocks down the first of 2. That pushes the Builder lead back up to double digits, 63-53. And he misses the second. So the basketball on the intentional foul will go back to the Builders. Molesky gets it into Epps, who tries to avoid the foul, but the Builders end up turning it over. Here's Boyd Savage. Builders able to poke it away from Boyd Savage. He thought he was fouled. He wasn't. Moore scores on the other end. 17 seconds left. Builder lead now 65-53 as Molesky plays tough defense. And that will probably be it, as the game clock is now to 6-5. For Builders, 63-55 over the Wolves. And the Builders, in their 4-game losing streak, with a home victory here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center over the Wolves of Cheyney University of Pennsylvania by a score of 65-53. Builders will improve to 3-3 on the season, as the Wolves will fall to 2-6 under head coach Terrell Stokes, again in his second season. Definitely appreciate any and every opportunity that the Builders have to get a victory and, again, to get themselves back on the winning side of things. Definitely appreciate the player from Cheyney who, out of frustration, one of his teammates knocked over a trash can. He followed behind him and cleaned it up. So that's just a good young man right there from Cheyney. That is Dejier Muldrow who did that. So the Builders, again, get back on the right side of winning here as they take home the 65-53 victory over the visiting Wolves of Cheyney University of Pennsylvania. Well, folks, that is going to do it for us here. Once again, want to thank everyone who tuned in, everyone who came out, and also want to thank our sponsors, Worley and Bayport. For Dave Davenport, I am Howard McCain. We're going to say good night from the Apprentice School Athletic Center as, again, the Builders get back on the winning side of things with a 65-53 victory over the Wolves of Cheyney University of Pennsylvania. Good night, everyone, and we'll see you next time. And remember, this is Builder Basketball.
The thing that sets Worley's apart is that our people here truly care. They're here because they love their jobs and they want to learn more.
What I like about Worley's is the people, the team I work with every day.
My favorite thing about working at Worley's is that it's more like a family. I mean, it is work, but it's not.
They actually treat me like a person and not a number. And this is the first company where I really feel like I belong.
Here at Worley's, it's a great atmosphere. They really care about the customers, really care about the employees. We do whatever we got to do to make the job right.
Like the team, everybody's a team player. All about doing the right thing for the customer, taking pride in your work. It's just overall a great company to work for.
You know, we really do have an awesome set of guys. It's kind of cool. We got a great team. We have fun together, from my plumbers to my air conditioning guys to my crawl space guys. Everybody works together as a team. They're just phenomenal.
We have training programs. We like it when people come in and they don't really know what they want to do, and we're able to help them find a trade and do things such as like a paid-for apprenticeship programs for HVAC, plumbing, electrical. We've sent people as far as Texas to also doing them here locally. We just truly like to see our people grow and succeed and get to the next step of their career. We want people here who truly aspire to be the best in their fields.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.